Hello there. This is a bit of a special occasion. I'm currently sitting on my bed. I'm not sitting at my desk. If you're asking why, it's because worms are falling from my ceiling. Don't ask, maybe. Okay. Mind wandering. Mind wandering is simply the act of your mind drifting away from the topic at hand. Mind wandering is a very common occurrence. It happens every few seconds or so. But even though it occurs so frequently, it is still a large problem, and we're not doing anything about it actually. An example of mind wandering is, for example, if you're doing the dishes and your mind kind of starts thinking about an argument you had or the next chore you're gonna do. You might realize that you're like mind wandering and you'll go back to washing the dishes, but a few seconds later it will already be back. That's mind wandering. And I could mind wander because I was it's kind of like daydreaming, and I was a huge daydreamer. Like, I could easily daydream for half an hour straight without stopping. So it was a huge problem for me, but I was somehow able to fix. I have to say this first. So often when you're mind wandering, these are negative thoughts. These can be thinking back to arguments or thinking back to something that negative that happened in your life, some negative memories. And studies have actually shown, there have been studies, I'll probably have them edited in, that have shown that when people mind wander about happy memories and they start mind wandering about happy memories, positive memories, they actually become less happy. Like the neurons that activate when a person is happy, they were less. So they were less happy after mind wandering about positive thoughts. So just imagine what mind wandering does to you when you think back or mind wander about negative thoughts. This is a huge issue. And I used to do this so much, but I was able to reduce it. Now I should say that the title is kind of clickbait. The people who are saying that how to stop mind wandering, they're lying. There's no way to stop mind wandering. You'll always have. It's impossible because, as I said, it occurs every few seconds or so. It's impossible to completely stop. Not even the most mindful, present monk can completely stop with mind wandering. You'll always have thoughts popping up, because these thoughts, you don't choose to have these thoughts. Most of them, they just pop up randomly. But there is a way to reduce it, and that is through mindfulness. Now, mindfulness is pretty much just the opposite of mind wandering. With mind wandering, you're drifting away from the present moment. But with mindfulness, you're pulling yourself back into the present moment. For mindfulness, we're going to use my good friend, he doesn't know me, but my good friend Hamza's mindfulness framework. He actually made an entire framework that I still use to this day, months later. And it's super easy to explain, it's very helpful, and it's clear as day. It's such a good framework. And it will help you immensely when it comes down to mind wandering. So, Hamza's framework, I'm probably going to put it up right now and on screen. Now you might immediately, your mind might ruminate to the left corner over there, focus on the present moment. Well, we're not actually going to start there, we're going to start at the top right. You'll see it has something to do, it probably says, if I have good memory, it says something about, so you lose focus. I think that's it. So your mind wanders. This is the moment that you're mind wandering. You're losing focus of the present moment. We're gonna start here because this is like the mind wandering moment. Now, most people will get angry at this point, but that's not the right way to go about it. You're not supposed to get frustrated, and you're also not supposed to get frustrated later on. But I'll get into that in the middle of the framework. So once you've been mind wandering, you'll realize you've been mind wandering. So you realize you've lost focus of the present moment, and that is the second step of the framework. You realize that you're losing focus of the present moment. And after this, you can refocus on the present moment. And this, as Hamza says it, is like one bicep curl for the brain. It's 1 rep. This just leveled up your mindfulness. And now so that goes to the third step. And the third step is, after you've realized that you've been mind wandering, you come back to the present moment. Congratulations. You just stopped mind wandering for probably 5 seconds max at this point, and then you'll be right back to it. And once again, don't be frustrated when this happens. It's a very easy framework. You can reread it as much as you want. I can maybe make it, no, this is a video separate to explain this in detail, but this is the way to go about it. Now, what I should say is, this is not meditation. This is not the same. For meditation, we'd start at the left corner. So you'd start by focusing on the present moment, and then you'd lose focus, realize you're losing focus, and regain focus. Because then you're already focusing on the present moment, and you're having the intention. But this is just throughout the day, throughout your life. This is a mind frame, a mindfulness framework to use in your everyday tasks, in your everyday life. So it's not meditation. This doesn't include sitting down for a few minutes of your day and just actively focusing on the present moment. This is just, once you've been mind wandering throughout the day, you just pull yourself back to the present moment. Right now, I am present. I know there are no thoughts in my mind. I'm not mind wandering about anything. I am perfectly focused on the present moment and filming this video. That is mindfulness. Being present. This is such an important skill, because mindfulness, literally, and believe me, I use literally way too often, but I actually mean it this time. Mindfulness literally makes everything in your life better. Mindfulness is one of the 3 superpowers. One of them is self-image and identity, which I made a video on. The other one is gratitude, which I also made a video on, and the last one is meditation. These 3 skills, with these 3 skills, your self-improvement journey, if you master these 3, your self-improvement journey is set for life. You won't have to change anything. I'm not kidding when I say that mindfulness can help you with everything. If you're anxious, mindfulness, because you now... meditation or mindfulness, because now you see that these thoughts are just dark clouds. You don't have to, they're not you, they're just beliefs, they're just thoughts that pop up. They don't define you. Depression, the same thing. These are just dark clouds that ruminate through your mind and just pop up. You don't control these thoughts. These thoughts aren't you. You're feeling nervous, breathing, meditation, once again, focusing on the present moment, not letting these thoughts and emotions influence you. Meditation and mindfulness as a skill to level up in is just amazing. It is an amazing skill to level up in. Gratitude, identity, and meditation, man. These 3, honestly, they can help you in every area. They can help you in every single area. If you're facing a problem, literally just do this mindfulness framework, or take a few minutes to meditate. That's your choice. I hope this video was a bit helpful to help you understand what mind wandering is and how to stop mind wandering, because this is actually a huge problem in today's society. And yet we don't learn this kind of stuff in school, which I'm actually kind of disappointed by. You know, we should be learning this kind of stuff, honestly. But hey, that's what me and Hamza and Zone are for, aren't we? To learn you, to teach you this kind of stuff. I'm looking really skinny, bro. Even when I do this, I'm still looking kind of skinny. Well, in September the bulk is gonna start, so let's see the progress then. Anyways, remember, being weak is nothing to be ashamed of. Staying weak is. Tempest Danger signing off.